last week when temperatures soared past 109 degrees, but some may be starting to think they should have suffered and sweated now that they're opening their latest bills from PG&E. Congressman Josh Harder with me now live to explain why he's demanding that the utility suspend its tiered pricing system in times of emergency. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. We definitely want you to explain this. The heat wave basically just ended. Bills are already coming in that are causing this kind of concern this fast?
Absolutely. I mean, for seniors in our community or parents with young kids, air conditioning in the midst of a record heat wave isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. And yet people are getting price gouged by PG&E. Just last week, somebody sent my office this bill right here, a $700 bill for just 1 month of electricity. And that isn't even one of the highest bills I've heard of. And frankly, it shouldn't cost you $700 a month not to have a heat stroke.
Why do you feel there need to be pricing reforms at PG&E, and what's wrong with the tiered pricing in an emergency?
It's so opaque. Absolutely no PG&E customer on earth can tell you how PG&E calculates the price that you're going to pay. And I think a lot of people are going to be surprised as they're opening their bills over the next couple of weeks. And, you know, this is about making sure that people can actually afford electricity during these record heat waves. All I'm asking is for PG&E to immediately suspend their highest price level in the midst of a heat wave emergency. This is a company that shouldn't be profiting just because people are trying to stay alive and avoid heat stroke.
Well, based on what you've just said, people could understand that you've called the system greedy, costs going up 20% once a customer uses their baseline amount of electricity. This policy was really supposed to reduce energy usage, I guess kind of like the penalty feeling of that. If you're using too much, you were going to, bounce back and use less. But in these kind of circumstances, you don't feel it really works.
No, look, this is not, as I said, a luxury. People don't have a choice about using their electricity when it's 115 degrees outside. They have to do it, especially if they're immobile or they have trouble leaving their homes. And so that's why I don't think this system works. It's not disincentivizing people to actually use their air conditioning. It's just making sure that when they do, you're able to price gouge them. And this is at a time when last year, frankly, PG&E paid their CEO $50 million. And so I don't buy the PG&E's excuses that this is necessary for them to deliver their operations when they're paying their executives such outrageous bonuses.
What, if any, reaction or response have you had from PG&E?
You know, PG&E tries to make it seem like this is a choice between high prices and blackouts. And nobody wants blackouts, but I don't think that that's a decision that we're actually dealing with. Again, if PG&E is paying its CEO $50 million a year, then they can afford to deliver quality service at an affordable price. And people shouldn't have to decide between paying their rent or buying their groceries and actually paying their electricity when it's so hot outside.
With the massive bills landing in mailboxes and inboxes, are any programs that you are directing people in the Central Valley to, maybe that your office is running to help them get some relief?
We're trying to help. Harder.house.gov. We're working with people individually to try to direct them to services that can help people pay their electricity bills. But ultimately, this is PG&E's decision. They've changed their pricing structure several times, and nobody knows how it's actually calculated today. What they need to do is, I think they need to suspend this highest price level tomorrow. And second, I'd like to make them have this be retroactive. And so it actually is used for the price wave that we just went through. Because I think as people are seeing their prices over the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of folks falling on the ground as they're opening their mailbox.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for coming in to share your perspective on this tiered pricing system and that heat wave we all just suffered through. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.